Hey, what's up? I'm gonna move my board over a little bit here. Boom. Okay, so it's been a while since I made this video, but I wanted to redo it because it was a long time ago. Everything still applies the same way, not a ton of new information here, but still important nonetheless. So, what I'm going to talk about today is the cycle bonus and how it works and kind of what your business looks like a little bit. And yeah, that's it. That's what we're going to talk about. So, first things first, I'm going to draw a little example business up here. We're going to pretend like it's yours. Okay? Actually, we're going to pretend like it's mine. G for Gavin. That's me. Okay? So remember, binary system, you have two legs, a left and a right. Okay? So I drew two circles here to represent that, A and B. So remember, first things first, to even participate in getting cycle bonus, you need to be an Emerald coach. And to be an Emerald coach, you need to bring in two coaches into the business, and you need to place one in the left and one in the right. Super important. You have to have one on each side. So if you sign two coaches in the right leg and none in the left, you're not an Emerald coach. You just have two coaches. Okay? So remember, these are the personally sponsored coaches, people you personally have brought into the business, one in the left, one in the right. Okay? This is an Emerald coach. That's what it looks like. I'm going to put Emerald down here, just so we have it. Emerald. Okay? That'll come into play in a little bit. So far so good. So in my example here, this is all based on volume, okay? So there's multiple sources where you can go and look at this. I always find the easiest one to be if you go on teambeachbody.com and you go into the shop and you're logged in, every item in there that you look at will have a PV number associated with it. PV stands for personal volume, okay? Personal. I'll write that right there, okay? And then what we're going to talk about today is team volume, okay? Or TV, team volume. All right? So personal volume comes from whatever you or your customers are ordering through you. Your team volume is basically any coaches underneath you, their personal volume. So it's your team's personal volume, basically. So I always like to draw this line here. So basically, your PV is up here, and your TV is happening down here in your business, okay? PV is, you and your customers' orders. Your TV is your coaches' orders and their customer orders, basically. Okay? Now that we got that under control, I'm going to draw you an example. My classic example, I do this one all the time, so sorry if you've seen it before or seen it 100 times. Here it is again. All right, so I like to use Shakeology just because it's one of the things that we promote the most in our business, and it's a nice number to work with. So Shakeology is worth 90 volume points, all right? So my example here, we're going to say Coach A has a Shakeology order, 90 volume. So I put a 90 there. We're also going to give him two customers, 90. Okay? So far, so good. Coach B, on the other side, he's got his own shake order, so we'll give him 90 for his shake order. And then we're going to give him four customers, 90 volume for every customer of those. Okay? Also, for our example, remember, volume flows up to you, and it flows up to you whenever the orders go out. So for our example, we're just going to pretend like all the orders go out on the same day, so all the volume is going to flow up to you on the same day. Okay? So the other thing I like to do, these are very separate, okay? So what's happening in your two legs is separate, hence the dashed line that I just put through the middle, okay? So all the volume over here goes up into one bank, and all the volume over here goes up into another bank. And I draw the banks like these boxes on your legs, okay? So here we go. We're going to do the example. Before we do that, cycle bonus works on a 200 100 system. That means 200 points in one leg, 100 points in another equals one cycle bonus, okay? So I'm going to do our example here. So I'm going to draw these numbers. I'm going to add 90s. 90s up over here. So you have 270. Shouldn't have put this so close to it. 270 over here. And then all the 90s over here, you have 450. Okay? So now, like I said, 200, 100. So you take 200 points out of one side and 100 out of the other. Remember, you don't have to do this manually or anything like this, or tell Beachbody that you got cycle bonus. This all happens automatically in your back office, in your Coach Online office. You can actually go look at it and you can see how many cycle bonuses that you're getting, every day. if you want to, okay? So take 200 points out of one side, 100 out of the other. So now you have 170 and you have 250. All I did was subtract 200 and 100. That's one cycle bonus right there. That was one cycle bonus. Now you look at your points again, 200, 100. Can you do it again? Of course you can. So take 100 out of this side, that leaves you with 70, and 200 out of this side, it leaves you with 50. That was cycle bonus number 2 right there. So now you have 70 and 50, which means you can't do 200, 100 anymore, okay? So 70 and 50 comes up here. You have 70 in this side, 50 in that side. And all it does is sit in your bank and wait for more volume to come up. So as orders go out and things happen in your business, the volume flows up to the bank, and the banks hold it until you have 200 on one side, 100 in another, then it gets subtracted out. So you could technically be accumulating a ton of volume points in one bank, and it'll just sit around and wait until your other bank has 100 points, and then it'll subtract 200 from one, 100 from the other. I think you get it. So that's how it works. Your cycle bonus then is based on your rank. So Emerald is $14. The other two, Ruby, the next rank up, $16, Diamond, $18. Remember, there's 15 higher ranks than Diamond, but Diamond is the cap for your cycle bonus, so 18. So even if you're a 2-star or 4-star or 15-star Diamond coach, you still make $18 per cycle bonus, so 18's the top, just so you know. So in our fun example, if you were an Emerald coach and you got these 2 cycle bonuses on, let's say they shipped out on the 1st, you would have made $28 on the 1st just from that, okay? So now what I'd just like to explain is, this is a very simple example, right? This is a business that has 2 coaches who are working their business. Cycle bonus builds over time. As your business grows, your cycle bonus grows too, okay? So this takes time. It's not like you become an Emerald coach and all of a sudden you get a million cycle bonuses happening all the time, okay? So a very simple example just to show you how it works, but there is a lot of potential here for income growth from your business. So as your team grows, as you help your coaches in turn grow their businesses, your downline becomes bigger, your business becomes bigger, which means you're generating more team volume points, which means you're generating more cycle bonuses. So that's how the cycle bonus works. If you have any other questions, concerns, let me know, and I'll explain even more of the drawing to you if I didn't show it clearly enough this time. All right, so thanks for watching. Hope you learned something, and yeah, see you guys later.